Hey guys, it's Jan. So I figured today I would do a short video on some of my favorite eyeshadow combinations. And what I mean by that is what I would put on my lid and then what I would use in my crease. So I always have a few ready to go on my makeup table just because I like to be dressed in the morning when I take my kids to school, as you guys know. And I don't want to have to fuss and go through my storage collection and wake up my husband who's next to me here as I'm doing my makeup. I just like to have everything out and ready to go. So I have, let's see, one, two, three, four combinations that I like to go to, and two of which I use as my transition color. So let me show you what I have on today. I love this color, and also this is just the tip of the iceberg of eyeshadow combinations. I use colors from my Steel and Naturalized palette, from both the Urban Decay palettes. I have certain colors I love to combine, but this is just what I have loose laying on my desk because my storage collection can no longer hold everything, and it's just kind of like everything's just laying out here, so which is my fault, right? So I'm not complaining, but what I like to do is just have a couple things just laying here for me, ready to go, and this is just a sampling of what I like to use as combinations. So what I have on my eyes today is, or rather, two Chanel colors, and it's Beige Lame on my lids, which is just a beautiful color, and Taupe Gris in my crease. So I'll close my eyes so you can see. Hopefully with lighting, maybe you can. So that is the eyeshadow combination. I'm hoping you can see that. Beige Lame and then Taupe Gris. Okay, so here they are. Chanel is some of my favorite eyeshadows ever. I think the color payoffs are great. I think the formulation's fantastic. I think it's just the right amount of sparkle. They always look well blended, even if you don't do the best blending job. They just blend seamlessly into my skin. I do use a primer or a base pretty much every time. I don't think there's ever a time I don't use it, so I guess every time I put on eyeshadow I have something, so that does help your eyeshadow blend. But these colors are just really, I think, not these in particular, but just Chanel colors in general are just a really great investments. So here are the two colors. This is Beige Lame and Taupe Gris. Taupe Gris everyone's familiar with, but I think it's a really very flattering color for a lot of people. And Beige Lame, maybe a lot of people have seen, maybe not. It's just a beautiful beige color with a lot of sparkle, a lot of it pink, and just adds a lot of warmth. And it's just a very different color. So I love that. Love these two together. So that's that. Another combination that I love, that I always have here ready to go, is Nars Lhasa and Galapagos. And if you remember, I wore this a lot during the summer. Well, I wear Galapagos a lot. I wear it as an accent color. I wear it as an eyeliner, as an all-over single eyeshadow color. I combine it sometimes if I wear a different color on my lid. I'll put this maybe underneath just to make that really sexy, smoky look. I think if you haven't gotten Galapagos yet, you're missing out because it's just a really fantastic color. So both are by Nars, and this is Galapagos, and this is Lhasa. And again, Lhasa is very similar to Taupe Gris, but it works great with my eye color, my hair color, and my skin color. And I think the two of them together should be made permanently as a duo. I think they're really pretty. One's cool, one's warm, and I think that I think for me personally, it's just a really great combination. So that's what I have used and have loved, and will always probably have these two together. I have used Beige Lame with Galapagos. I have used Lhasa with other colors, but I just think that these two are just really pretty together. So that's what I like, and that's one other combination. Another one is a neutral combination. They're both from MAC, and one is Rice Paper and the other one is Cork. Now Cork I have used as my eyebrow color, and Rice Paper is here. It's just a real pretty beige, yellowy kind of beige, a little bit of a frost and sheen, just really pretty. I wore this, I think, recently in a video for the classic red lip. I needed something very neutral. This is about as neutral, like I said, I would go, and it's just a really nice combination. I think Cork is going to be great on just about everyone's skin tone. That's another thing too. You have to take note of my skin tone and know that these will work really good for me. But I think this again is just universally flattering. So that's Rice Paper and Cork. Coming up on the last one, so this is kind of quick, this video. Laura Mercier's American Coffee. Really great color. I mean, a really pretty color. It's very similar, oh, it's almost dead on, as a matter of fact, to Cork. So if you don't have this, Laura Mercier, you can use this with this next combination. And yeah, I didn't realize how similar they were, but I guess I gravitated towards these colors anyway. I was in the process of depotting this because I have a palette of Laura Mercier eyeshadows I have to do and I didn't finish. But anyway, so the color that I would use for my Laura Mercier American Coffee is this one, and I use this a lot in the summertime too because I was more tan, and it's Woodwinked. Woodwinked is one of those colors either you're going to love or you're going to hate because it can appear a little bit orange on some people, but I love it, and I think it's just knowing where to stop blending or how much to apply, or just really be the skin coloring that can handle this color because it can appear a little orange, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful color. And you'd have to swatch that before you buy it so it's not a total fail for you. And Laura Mercier Coffee, like I said, we just realized it's very similar to Cork, but just a great color. I use this a lot for a transition color. So let's say I used Galapagos on my lid and all over my lid and made a really nice smoky dark brown eye, which I love to do. I would use this just right above it just to blend before I started doing some brow bone work. So it's just a real great transition color. It's a very great crease color and I love it. And now I realize that Cork is also going to be a great transition color as well. So that's that, and that was Laura Mercier American Coffee and Woodwinked. So going back to the transition color, this is the one I use a lot along with Naked from the original Naked palette. This is Quarry by MAC, and it's a great color to, again, wear on its own or to use in your crease and then extending it a little beyond that so that, you got that really nice gradient kind of a look, and I love it. So that's Quarry, and I use that a lot. So my next video, I think, would be probably some of the bases that I would use appropriate for these eyeshadow combinations. I guess I could do that now too. If I were to do Taupe Gris on its own, just on its own as a single eyeshadow, I would use Chanel's Eylure. Just a beautiful color. You can see it right there, and it really is very, very similar to Taupe Gris. Definitely in the same color family, and it would adhere obviously better when you have a base, and it would just add a little bit more, I think, depth. So that's what I would do. And I think for something like Woodwinked, and I have used this, I've used Indian Wood, which you can see are also in the same color family because, again, this will lend a lot of orange to your eyes. You just got to watch that. And Indian Wood certainly has that, or a real deep bronze, which sometimes a real deep bronze can pick up orange. So I would use those as a cream shadow or a cream base along with the powder eyeshadow. And again, if I was doing something with a neutral eye like Cork and Rice Paper, I would probably combine it with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, which is, this is cute Rubenesque. Here you go. Painterly Paint Pot, which is a real great base just to put on anyway, because what I like to do is I bring it up to my brow bone, and if it a little bit gets into my eyebrows, that's great because then it starts to really kind of prep my eyebrows for any kind of powder product I'm going to put into my eyes. It just adheres better, and I like that kind of if you look at my eyebrows, I don't know if you can see, I like my eyebrows to look done, and I like when I use my Anastasia brow gel that it looks like they're brushed and like they're a little wet. I like that kind of look. It looks like almost a little waxy, and I like that, and I think the great start to getting that kind of look is with Painterly Paint Pot. A lot of people use the NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil and bring it up into their eyebrows. A lot of people use concealer just to provide some sort of tackiness for the lower hairs that are going to grab that color. And then, I always follow up with an Anastasia brow gel, and it just really gets it all primed for the final product of the brow gel. So anyway, those are my favorite color combinations. In case this got off track a little bit, it's Laura Mercier American Coffee and Woodwinked, which I love. Just beautiful combination. Nars Lhasa and Galapagos, great colors, and Chanel's Beige Lame and Taupe Gris. So I managed to kind of do two videos in one here. But I really probably should do a video on a lot of my eyeshadow bases and primers, and there are also colors too, these primers that I just showed you, that I would just leave on its own too, so you don't necessarily have to cover it up with eyeshadow. So anyway, that is that for this video. I guess I'll continue with my face of the day because I always try to do it, and Here now anyway. So Chanel Taupe Gris Beige Lame. I have my black Mania pencil eyeliner from Noir, which I got in one of my monthly subscriptions. I have these Katy Perry lashes on today, and they're in the Sweetie Pie type, and these are really good, and I think they're just appropriate for daytime. They're not too long. I think they're just really great, so I got those on. On my cheeks today, I have Chanel's Rose Ecrine, one of my favorite colors of all time. I have on top of that Dior's Rose Diamond, beautiful highlighter. I have that there. And my lips today is, let's see, I don't have the lip gloss here, but it's MAC's Honeylove and Chanel's 05 Nude lip liner. So I'll swatch this at least. I didn't want to swatch all the eyeshadows because I, just make a big mess, but hopefully you saw them. I think I just dinged it. Hopefully you saw them. Good enough. That's Honeylove, and that is Chanel's Nude. And I have it with, do I have it right here? Yes, I do. And I have on top of that, now all of a sudden it got really light. On top of that I have Chanel's number 297 Sweet Beige lip gloss, Glossamer. So just a neutral lip. Been doing a lot of neutral lip lately too, just because it's fall doesn't mean every lip color I'm going to do is like a berry or a red, although I love that. I kind of like, always reaching for like a berry color because it just, I don't know, I love it. But anyway, so that's the face of the day. Outfit of the day is nothing special. It's just jeans and a t-shirt. I wasn't even going to bother showing you guys unless I just jazz it up somehow before I leave the house, and then I'll show you. But, so that's it, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed these eyeshadow combinations and make some notes, and let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.